voiceovers. Isn't that cool?
Right, we're good.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Clap your hands. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.
So welcome, humans. Some of us are here together in person because it's our high school graduation for our 16 seniors who we get to honor tonight. And it's nice that we're here as a community, some of us as family and friends in person, and a lot of us who are online as well tonight. So as we always do, for those online, our prayer books, of course, are there for you to download on the resource page on our YouTube Live. You can follow along with that too and enjoy that. But as always, we become community because we connect with one another. So no matter where you're watching, wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. And know that you're here with us online, in person, when Karen starts singing, you can go over to someone you don't know in appropriate way. But it's really nice that we've been able to create community throughout these entire 15 months, and in a sense, sort of begin to celebrate this. And for you who are online, you're going to give us good feedback. It's the first time we've done this in person and online together. It's my best Joel Osteen I can do. We're going to see how it works. And so, praise God, it will work well. And so we're going to be in this together and figure this out and get through these times, but make our Shabbos special. So greet one another, wish each other a Shabbat Shalom as we begin to welcome our Shabbat together. And then we'll turn to our high school seniors who will lead us in our worship, lead us in our prayers, and share some thoughts tonight too of this experience in public group and their Jewish word. Oh, I thought you were singing a song, no?
We can, yes.
Oh, no. I thought that was like the greeting time, and then as they greet each other online.
They absolutely should do that.
Well-oiled machine. We've practiced this before. We even see each other in person for 15 months, Cantor and me. So we turn to our high school seniors to lead us in our worship as I welcome up Sarah Scheck and Rachel Nakasher to lead us in the lighting of our Shabbos candles. We turn to page 16 of our prayer books, I believe. And I turn to you, Sarah.
Light and with love. May we bring Shabbat into our hearts, into our souls, and into our homes. May the glow of these candles light our world in the light our way in the world. May we never feel lost or alone with our people by our side. May the glow of these tapers bring a spirit of renewal to our lives.
May we see our world with eyes that are wise.
May the flames that we kindle inspire us with the warmth of our people and the faith that they cherish.
As we bless these candles, so
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who has commanded us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. May we be blessed with the joy of Shabbat. May we be blessed with the holiness of Shabbat. May we be blessed with the warmth of Shabbat. May we be blessed with Shabbat peace. Amen.
Shabbat is to teach us that life can be filled with holiness and happiness, only if we take the time. Testing, okay. Shabbat is to teach us that life can be filled with holiness and happiness, only if we take the time to experience what the world has to offer. As we praise God for the sweetness of wine, so too do we express our appreciation for the sweetness of life. For all of the blessings that life has to offer, for home, health, love, work, and special conditions to appreciate the gifts we have been blessed with. Do we raise the cup that has symbolized the fruit of the vine and the joy of Shabbat?
Thumbnail.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who has created the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava u'bratzvo v'chilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit זהו יום זכירו למקראי קודש זכר יציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת אותנו
We turn to page 20 and rise for the call to worship. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach. Praise be our God to whom all praise is due. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Praise be our God to whom all praise is due, now and forever.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, ubitbuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umasader et hakohavim b'mishmerotehem, barakia kirtzono.
Praise are you, our God, ruler of the world, who brings about the evening star. Your wisdom makes the dawn appear. Appreciate the time of our lives. The stars follow their courses, the signs of the divine creative force.
Leil or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. Uma avir yom umevi laila. Umavdil ben yom uven laila. Adonai tzvaot shmo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
You have created the day and night. Even though you cause the day to disappear and you bring on the night, you have developed a separation and distinction from one of the other. We call you ruler of the universe, but you are a living God. May you create understanding among us so that we might never take nature for granted. Praised are you, our Creator, who causes night to fall. As we recite the watchword of our faith, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is God, the Lord is one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai
Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher Anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shoftecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וקשרתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תראו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
You shall love the Eternal, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Teach them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hands, and they shall be a symbol before your eyes.
Guitar down.
Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I, the Eternal, am your God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I, the Eternal, am your God. These eternal words have been a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Faith and choice bring understanding to the soul and sensitivity to the heart. In all times and places, our God has been a part of our lives. Our faith has been our rock and our help. We witnessed God's wonders when we went free from Egypt. When slavery's chains were broken, we witnessed it.
Come up.
May those who have the faith to believe also have the wisdom to be kind. O God, in whom we have all hope, we glorify your name now, as your people have praised you throughout history. Or as our hearts may prompt. Eternal God, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor V'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomer Hasadim Tovim, Bekohe Hakol, Zocher Chasei Avot V'Imachot, Umevi Gevurah Livnei B'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Abraham Ve'Ezra Sarah.
Michael Hakol, Moshiach, Michael Chaim Be'ezer, Michael Hakol, Barachamim Rabim, Somen Noflim, Erobei Tovim, Umasir Asurim, Michael Emunato, Yishenei Avai, Bahal Gibor, Yidin Yomer Ra, Melech Elit Umchayeh Umasmiach Yishua, Umeman Atah HaChayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol.
Kadosh, V'Shimcha Kadosh. Bechol Yom Yecha Aleluha Selah. Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Praise, you are holy, and your name is holy, and we sing your praises. Praise are you, the holy God. Please be seated.
Wake up in the security of knowing that we are safe in love. Be a shield around us and keep enemies, disease, violence, homelessness, and hunger far away from those we love. Keep us safe in the shadow of your wings, for you are our protector. You show love, compassion, and mercy when you permit us the experience of seeing the shelter of your feet. Give to your people, Israel, and the world a time of peace.
As Israel has preserved the Sabbath, so the Sabbath has preserved Israel. It is an everlasting covenant between God and the children of Israel. It is a reminder of creation, for in 6 days God created the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day God sanctified all life with rest. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal, source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all peoples of the earth. Bless our country that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Blessed is the eternal God, the source of peace.
One of the beautiful things about this evening's service is the opportunity that we have in just a moment, that some of our seniors have chosen to share some reflections of their experiences here at Shorish, as part of Jewish life, as here at Temple and Sisti. And so I'm going to read off their names so that for those of you who might not be familiar with them, or those who are watching at home can know who they are. But we're going to be led off this evening by Emily Goldstein, and Rachel Nakasher, Alex Perlman, Jonah Rifkin, Ian Rosenberg, and Sarah Schaff. So we turn to Emily now to share some of her reflections and thoughts.
When I reflect on my time in Sisti and my Jewish education, I think the most meaningful thing I have learned is taking pride and enjoying being Jewish. When I was younger, I did not have an appreciation or interest in being Jewish. However, in my 4 years in Sisti, my whole view on Judaism has changed. We are engaging in meaningful and interesting discussions about Judaism and how Judaism relates to the world. I have realized how special being Jewish is and how important and relatable Jewish values are. One of the most meaningful values I have learned to appreciate is community. The Jewish communities I have become a part of, especially Sisti, has opened my eyes to the kindness and warmth of being in such a strong community. Every Sunday night, I truly look forward to joining the community we have formed for a fun and meaningful night. Through our Sisti trips to DC, Cincinnati, and New York, I have learned that Jewish culture and values are present in my everyday life and all around me all the time. While having an amazing time and relaxing with other Sisti members, these trips also help strengthen the Sisti community. Overall, this sense of community and awareness of how Judaism applies to the world has made me have a greater sense of pride in being Jewish. This is something I am so grateful to have learned during my time in Sisti because it is something I will take with me wherever I go for the rest of my life. As I go through my life, I hope to always find a strong community like the one at Shir Shalom and get involved in Judaism in ways that are enjoyable and meaningful to me.
Temple Shir Shalom Youth Group is one of the greatest experiences I have ever had. Every week I look forward to Sunday nights where I got to be with so many people that I cherish. Because of Sisti, I have made some of my closest friends and had unforgettable experiences. From the trips to lunches with Alia to serving as the temple president and every Sunday night in between, I cannot imagine my high school life without Sisti. I cannot thank Rabbi Mike, Rabbi Dan, Alia, and Jeremy and Allie enough for being such amazing role models and guiding me through being a Jewish teenager. I can't believe my time at Sisti is ending, and I couldn't be happier with my experience here. I'm definitely going to miss this place, the Jewish learning I have created, and the community that we have built. I look forward to coming back and reflecting on my times here and carrying what I have learned with me for the rest of my life. Shabbat Shalom. Hi everyone. I feel extremely grateful to be surrounded by all of you tonight, especially you guys. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Perlman, and this is my Sisti story. Growing up on Sunday mornings when my mom would wake me for Sunday school, I mostly felt dread if I'm being honest. When my parents told me in 6th grade that our family would be joining a new temple, Shir Shalom, I had no idea what to expect. Rabbi Mike came over to our house with his goofy, fun, and warm personality, and I knew immediately that we were a fit. Much to my surprise, I truly did fall in love with Shir Shalom at Hello. Because we moved a year shy of my bat mitzvah, I was basically thrown into weekly meetings with Rabbi Dan, Rabbi Mike, Cantor Penny, and Yali. Yes, they got me ready for my bat mitzvah, but they also showed me that I had an incredible support system and taught me invaluable lessons about myself and my Judaism. Most people stop going to temple after their bat mitzvah. This was never an option for me. I love the idea of continuing my incredible journey at temple, but doing it with my best friends and so many amazing people was truly a bonus. From the retreats in middle school to our trips to DC, Cincinnati, and New York, my connections with people I already knew deepened, new friendships blossomed, and my understanding of what it means to be Jewish became a driving force in my life. As the Sisti class of 2021 all go our separate ways, we know there will always be a place for us here at Shir Shalom. But more specifically for me, on Sunday nights when I'm in my dorm room, I'll close my eyes and picture us gathered around a circle table laughing and screaming, fighting to get food first, learning something meaningful, and ending our night in the sanctuary swaying with our arms around each other and creating beautiful music with the prayer of Havdalah. That's it.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here tonight and see everyone in person. I'm grateful that I get to be up here tonight to briefly tell you how much I've enjoyed my time here and how much I'll miss it in college. My family and I joined Temple Shir Shalom when I was in 2nd grade. I will always remember the instant connection that I felt with this place and in particular with the people. Like most of you, I'll never forget my first conversation with Rabbi Mike and all the incredible memories that I've made here. I've loved my time in the Shores program. Shores has provided me with incredible memories that will be with me forever, including trips to Detroit to learn about the city's Jewish history, the many chicken noodle soup cook-offs, Hebrew class, forum carnivals, and much, much more. Throughout my time in high school and all of my experiences with Temple, I have tried to give back the same leadership I received when I was in Shores from the high schoolers. Having an opportunity to be in Mahoning has been very rewarding for me. Most of all, I have loved my time at Sisti. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversations we have had on Sunday night gatherings. Sisti has helped reset my mind each week as I transitioned into another school week. I enjoyed being surrounded with kids who didn't go to the same school as me. I will always remember the week before the COVID shutdown that we had. We had a great conversation, and I was really looking forward to meeting back in the social hall on another Sunday night. Unfortunately, I haven't been back in the social hall since that day, but that hasn't changed thanks to the great work of Rabbi and Alia. Sisti transitioned to online, and like before, it helped provide me with a better perspective each week. Once again, the rabbis and Alia were able to shift back to in-person. I was so thankful for that because I really missed this community. Additionally, I have such good memories of the Cincinnati and New York retreats. These trips were a lot of fun and provided me the opportunity to learn about other Jewish communities. Lastly, I am so thankful for Rabbi Daniel and Rabbi Mike, Alia, Jeremy, Ollie, Andy, and the many Shores teachers and the rest of the Shir Shalom staff. The incredible experiences and learning opportunities provided to me through this temple is something I will carry with me my entire life. I'm extremely lucky to have been a part of such a great community. Thank you for everything.
Hi everybody. What I love about being Jewish is the resilience that we have as a community worldwide. I would bet that few of us would be here today if it were not for the heroic actions of our grandparents, great-grandparents, and other ancestors who all fled persecution, be it from Nazi Germany, the Soviet Union, or other anti-Semitic societies over the world. I bring this up because I did not learn what it was to be a Jew in this way, in being someone who rises high like a phoenix out of the fire who tries to burn them in, until I heard the story of one non-Jew who is near and dear to my heart. Those who know me well will laugh when I go on to say who it is. You guys may already know who it is, but I'm talking about my favorite classical composer, Dmitri Dmitrievich Shostakovich. Born in Tsarist Russia in 1906, he lived his adolescence during the country's transition into communism and the tide of anti-Semitism that swept Europe after the First World War. Shostakovich, a proponent of the new, modern, dissonant, angry, and depressing music that matched his communist reality, was constantly in and out of favor with the Soviet Party. He lived his life in fear that as he turned the corner or picked up the phone, Stalin would be there to take him away to a gulag, never to be seen again. Those who knew him closely reported that he twitched constantly, and he was a heavy smoker and drinker, presumably to offset that constant angst. 1 minute of listening to his music, and you will begin to understand one of two things. Either one, an agitated angst, or two, a deep, deep sorrow that is nearly unimaginable to us who have spent our lives in freedom. I bring this up because he knew what it felt like to live in fear, yet to make the most of it. Because of this, he identified with the Jewish people. Some of his closest friends were Jewish genius polymaths, and overall, Judaism played a major role in his officially atheistic life. This is most evident in his piano trio No. 2 in E minor. Written in 1944, this trio is dedicated to Ivan Solotinsky, Shostakovich's best friend, who had passed weeks before due to heart failure. He was, of course, a Jew. That last movement of the trio is undeniably Jewish music, or as musicians say, klezmer. And he would use that same somber melody in his 1960 Quartet No. 8, which is, quote, dedicated to the victims of war and fascism. He also used klezmer melodies in his first violin concerto from 1947 and his fourth string quartet from 1949. These more high-profile works would not be performed for decades, and they were premiered after Stalin's death and the relaxing of surveillance policies. I mentioned that 1944 trio because Shostakovich had the guts to write it in the middle of the Second World War, or as I mentioned, the other two works because he chose not to have them premiered. This choice showcases just how risky the composition of either of them was, and especially the piano trio, which did receive a premiere shortly after its completion. Though I'm paraphrasing Shostakovich, he once said that he loves Jewish melodies. Um, this is the line that I've been building to. He expresses that Jewish melodies are often most somber in quality, but at the same time, it is often incredibly sweet. He called it smiling through tears. Through his music, he expressed solidarity with Jews. Klezmer melodies adorn Shostakovich's music, and is one of the many things that charms and intrigues me when I listen to him. Again, those of you who know me know that I could be here for hours, talking about Shostakovich and a German-Jewish late 1800s symphonist named Gustav Mahler. However, my point stands. I'm proud to be a part of a group who can smile through tears. We have been persecuted through millennia, and if the events of this last week have taught us anything, it's to say that those sentiments still exist. Despite that, we are the group to which many world changers have called home. Niels Bohr, who modeled the atom, Leo Szilard, who helped win World War II, not to mention Albert Einstein, Franz Kafka, and Sigmund Freud. I'm proud to be a part of a community of optimists, to see where to run with a bad situation and make it the best it can be. I'm proud to be a Jew.
I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about some of my favorite memories here at Temple of Shalom. I've been coming to Temple for as long as I can remember, and I started going to Sunday school at a young age and enjoyed spending some of that time with my dad. We live kind of far away, so during the drive on Sunday mornings, we would get to talk and catch up. And then on the way home, my dad would open all the windows in the sunroof, and we would blast music that I was forced to like, but now I like to listen to with him. I would come to staff meetings in the morning with my dad and stand on his feet while he listened to the news for that day. Then I would head off to class. But by far my favorite memory of my time at Sunday school was getting on my dad's shoulders at the end of tefillah and singing a Nana song. I look forward to that every week, and it's something that just made me really happy. Now moving forward through my years at Temple Shir Shalom, I joined Sissy. I remember the first Sissy event my freshman year. My dad drove me to Temple and nobody was there. We got the date wrong, but I was slightly relieved. I couldn't tell you why, but I really didn't want to go to Sissy. I was so nervous to meet new people, but my dad said just to go once, and if I didn't like it, I didn't have to go. So when we actually got the date correct, I went to the event and had a blast, and I knew that day that Sissy would be something that I would want to be involved in for the next 4 years. My sophomore year, we went to Cincinnati, and our bus broke down. We ended up renting 14-passenger vans and piling ourselves and all of our luggage into them for the long drive home. It was the first night of Hanukkah, so Rabbi Dan stopped at Wendy's and got us fries instead of latkes for the first night. We said a few prayers and then put on a Hanukkah playlist through the speakers and sang a bunch of songs while eating our fries on the way home. Lastly, one tradition my family has is spending Passover at Pam Kornfeld's house. Every year, our family was in charge of the 10 plagues. The year that my family was given the responsibility was disastrous. My dad bought live crickets and people were eating them. We used marshmallows for hail, and 2 bags later they were ground into the carpet. Pam and Rob were putting their house on the market the next day, and my parents said, "See ya," and went to Mexico that night. So, needless to say, I spent a few hours vacuuming and scrubbing all the marshmallows out of the carpet. Needless to say, we haven't been put in charge of the plate since. There are way too many memories and too many stories that I would love to tell, but I had to pick my favorites. I've loved my time at Temple Shir Shalom, from leading services with Sissy, having my bar mitzvah, and being a Mahoniki on Sunday mornings. I'm sad that high school is coming to an end, as I'm sure some of my peers are too. But we're growing up, and this is going to be a new chapter in our lives, full of good new things. I want to thank everyone that has had an impact on me these last 17 years, and congratulate the class of 2021.
So in a few minutes, I'm going to sing again.
Okay.
And then the parents are all going to bless their kids, and then he's going to come up and sing a song with me again. So
Okay.
that much.
It's always awkward to try and figure out where to stand, because I'm speaking to you guys, but want to make sure that everybody hears it. So sorry they can turn your necks for a moment. On behalf, as I start off, I get to represent our board of directors, which is actually Eric Tilds is here representing them tonight, but we're making him be a father instead of on the board. But many of our board of directors would have wanted to be here, but we cut off the number and didn't allow them to come to be able to celebrate, because we wanted your families to be able to be with you tonight. So on behalf of our board of directors, they want to congratulate all of you and say how proud they are of all of you for being a part of our program for all these years and from graduating from Temple Shir Shalom's SISTI program and the Fruman Youth program. The board has a couple of different gifts that they want to present each of you with that we're going to be giving to you after services. And one of the ideas is that you guys have spent 12 years, some of you a little less, some of you a little bit more, learning with us. And we want you to realize, as you already know, that that learning continues. And so they bought a book called Jewish Wisdom for you. And it's not one that we expect you to read cover to cover, at least all the way from the beginning to the end. It's a great book that you can flip through. And when you're looking for some inspiration, for some words of wisdom, for an idea, it's a great compendium of stories and anecdotes and lessons that are in there as well. And so that is going to be presented to each of you after the service. And the second thing, and Alex mentioned this because every Sunday night we try to, though we don't always finish that way, but our tradition on Sunday nights, for those of you who don't know, is that we finish every Sunday night school with Havdalah. And Havdalah is traditionally the service that separates the end of Shabbat from the rest of our week, the holiness of Shabbat from the mundane of the rest of the week. And prior to my time of arriving here at Temple, the youth group was studying and learning about Havdalah and realized that you could do that all the way up until Tuesday morning. And so they said, you know what, our time on Sunday nights is holy. Then it was on Monday nights. But they said our time is holy. And we enjoy being able to be together, as we heard, being a part of a community, learning together, celebrating together, grieving together, having fun together. And then we go back to class the next day. And we want to do something spiritual to be able to conclude our time together. And so it became our tradition to finish with Havdalah. And our board has bought each of you your own Havdalah set. This one's still wrapped up, like we use on Sunday nights. And our hope is that you take this with you to college, to wherever you might go, and that you have this. And whenever you want, Saturday night, Sunday night, as you think of the time that you had together, up until Tuesday morning you have every week to be able to light your Havdalah set and to be used that and to remember the sacred time as well. And so it's a gift that all of you will get. And our final gift, Rebecca Weisskopf, our youth group president for SISTI, is sitting in the back, and after services, she is going to have another special gift that they've prepared for you. Our youth group, Izzy and Rebecca are back there representing them, to say congratulations to all of you as well. And so, congratulations for all of your hard work and your dedication. On behalf of now Cantor and Rabbi and Alia and Jeremy and Tamar and Yuval and Noah, who have all been your teachers these last 4 years, and this year as well. And Allie Kramer, sorry, didn't mean to leave you out if you're watching right now, Allie. She's been with us for a long time. She's grade as well here with you guys too. It's really an awesome thing to be able to stand up here with you and to be able to celebrate each one of you and your accomplishments. We have a tradition from Psalms of saying on Shabbat, Zeh hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha bo, that this is the day that God has created. We should celebrate it, be glad in it, and rejoice in it. And those words are, I think, perfect in describing this moment right now. How awesome is this moment? To be standing here next to, behind 16 of you, 2 of you who started in kindergarten with us, some of you who joined a little bit later, one of you who even joined this year. And to be able to celebrate all sorts of different things together, to be able to learn together, to have fun together in those back from Cincinnati, on buses that broke down, on trips, on camping trips, on Sunday nights, to be able to learn. And our tradition says that teachers, when they are doing it right, they're not just teaching, they're also learning from their students. And I think of different times that I've learned from each one of you. In conversations where you've been trying to figure something out, in conversations where you've disagreed with us and have stood your ground and said, this is what I believe. Those are awesome qualities, characteristics that each one of you have. The depth that you bring into our conversations, the way that you care for the people around you, the hugs that we see, even during COVID times when you're not supposed to do it, but just joining together and being able to be a part of a community of all of you described. That's why we do what we do. It's why we became rabbis, cantors. It's to see those connections and the learning that's happening here on Sunday nights, but in all the experiences that we've had as well. Because many of you who have worked as Machonikim on Sunday mornings know that our mission with our religious school program is that we want you guys to love Judaism. And the 16 of you represent us well. You have done an incredible job of loving and sharing that passion with others. And so it's our honor to have been with you guys this past year, but all these years, as we've done and celebrated. And we look forward to continuing that relationship as well. That, yes, some of you are off to celebrate, to spend time in different places, to keep your learning. But as you guys all know, Shir Shalom is always home to you. And we look forward to you guys continuing to come home and for us to be able to continue to celebrate with each and every one of you. Rabbi mentioned that how much we've learned from you and how much you've taught us as well, and the different things over the years that you have learned. Do I go back there now, Rabbi? And I'm really glad that I was able to teach you so much, Ian, about Shostakovich over the years. We wanted to impart that wisdom to you. I've been working on that for a long, long time. Finally sunk in. So many memories of you guys and our time together. Whether it was holding you as a baby at the Huntington Center at your baby naming, or different B'nai Mitzvah and drama around that, and moments of angst and fun, and how some of you guys could be particularly goofy. I'm not goofy. You are goofy, Alex. And you two have. But the reality of what we've been able to share. This year was not the way it was supposed to be, right? We had a lot of plans and a lot of things that we anticipated, and the rug got pulled out from under you guys. A lot of things were changed. But watching you on Sunday nights, watching you on Sunday mornings, roll with it, figure it out, and still make life fun and worthwhile was a great lesson for all of us. It affirmed what we do. You know, the idea of showing up and laughing together and being in person together was so meaningful, and the reality for us that even in these dark times, these difficult times, that we could still find joy and still find hope. And you know, we're casting you off now to this world that is really messed up with lots of worries that we have. You know, it's been a tough week for us as a people, as Jews. And our hope is that we could give you something that would not just make you proud of yourselves and of your heritage and your faith, but make you be able to stand up and represent well. And we go forth from tonight with great confidence because you do represent well. You do honor us well. And I feel good about, even with the challenges, that you're going to figure it out. You're going to manage it. You're going to take what you have and who you are because of the people out there and the gifts they've given you and the stuff inside here that we've given you, and you're really going to make this world a better place. You're going to live that anthem that we always sing together, right? That you guys love. And no, it's not like a Kowski Bat Mitzvah. We're going to break into the Na-Na song unexpectedly. This is about you guys living that and honoring that because of who you are. You know, this is an incredible class of individuals. Because even though you become close and a community, you each are unique, you each are special, you each bring something different to who we are. And I can think of times together where you all honored that and honored yourself. And it's such a special thing. So it's remarkable, and I know as a parent, looking at you guys, as your parents do now, as grandparents, they're like, how could you be 17, 18 years old? How could you have completed high school and embark on this next journey in life? It doesn't seem possible because it's a blink of the eye. And your parents are not being trite when they say that. It's true. Because watching you all, I can't believe that too. I mean, you're a class of students who only know Temple really with Rabbi Daniel. That's your entire perspective, which is awesome, right? And we look at you guys and are amazed that you're sort of adults. Sort of. but not really. Because you still need us, and you still need to stay connected to us too. So that's what we ask of you. Like Rabbi said, that yeah, this is always a home for you, always a safe place, always a place to come get a hug and to catch us up on what's going on. But really, most importantly, to know that when you need someone to connect with, when you feel like the world's a little unfair, you have our phone numbers. You can text us, you can call us, we'll help you. Because you'll do the same thing for us and for each other. And no matter where you are, we'll keep finding you too. So you got to stay connected. You got to make sure that's part of our community mission and part of who we are. You bless one another in your individuality, as I said. You bless this community, you bless your family. You know, there's a tradition that parents get to bless their children every Friday night. Parents get to bless them every Friday night. So, call it audible here now. I'm going to ask you guys to put your prayer books down and to go stand with your parents. And if your parents will stand as well. And before we bless you, parents, in the last page of the prayer book, there's a prayer I want you to turn to. If you turn to your, oh, you don't have that. You have it.
It's in the supplement that you guys have to your prayer books.
In the supplement there, parents, there's a parent's prayer at the very end. My pages though. What's cool is that I think your parents actually really like you and are happy to be putting their hands on you. The parents' blessing of graduation. Parents, if you will read this with me right now, please. May God, who blessed our ancestors, bless all our children who are graduating from high school. May God protect and deliver them from all trouble and distress. May God favor them with knowledge and understanding and wisdom, bringing blessings to them, enriching learning experience, they can make a lasting contribution for the benefit of humankind. Wherever they may go, and wherever they may do, help them be true children of our people Israel, faithful to justice and truth, eager for knowledge and insight. May the study of Torah be sweet on their lips. Let us all say, Amen. You know, we thought long and hard about gifts for you guys. And the idea of a Havdalah candle means a lot. Stay with your parents. We got nothing for them. Because the Havdalah candle, that braided candle, is a great flame. And there's a tradition that we teach our priests, that we give them each their own Shabbat candle, with the message that there's more light in the world because you are a part of it, because you're in it. So when you kindle that Havdalah candle, that flame that's braided together, just know that everyone here right now truly believes this about you, that there's more light in this world because you are in it. Obviously, your mom and dad think that, but so do the rest of us. There's more light in the world because you are in it. You make our world better. You fill it with more love, with more fun, with more joy, more compassion, more giving, more depth. You make our world complete. So with that in mind, we ask your parents to bless you now with these traditional words that we say for our children. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God protect you. May God protect you. May God shine upon you. May God shine upon you. And may God shine through you. May God shine through you. May God always be with you. May God always be with you, giving you all your blessings. Giving you all of your blessings. Nachas from Kinder. Nachas from Kinder. Gesinnt health. Gesinnt health. Parnasa success. Parnasa success. And shalom peace. And shalom peace. Take a big hug and sappy kiss right now for them. You gotta give them. I'm gonna ask our Our students come back to their seats now, so you can have your chairs as well. Thank you, parents, for working that audible with me and helping us keep minds and blessing their children. So, we turn now in our service. Our concluding prayers as well. And, being a community, prayer is what we say when we don't know what to say, right? And so one prayer we join together in, of course, is our Mishabera. As we think of individuals in our families and our communities as well, we say a prayer of healing, a prayer of hope, and a prayer of strength. Mishabera, Chavatenu Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, V'imotenu Israel, Kolei, Rachel, Hu Yivrech Elohim. God has blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. Send your blessings to our loved ones who are stricken with illness and anxiety, especially as friends and family we think of at this time. Judy Barman, Larry Burke, Jan Brody, Grace Jardine Carafelli, Karen Kasman, Lindsay Cooper, Molly Koshin, Barbara Esrig, Daniel Fell, Sandy Flair, Karen Grassi, Jim Garrett, Kathy Gilman, Gracie Goldman, Joseph Goldring, Lola Goldring, Sandy Gorosh, Franklin Grady, Bacio Peshapanina, Susan Greenberg, Charles Gross, Susan Garalman, Hank Heiser, Helen Deanna, John Ireland, Jane Jacobs, Bruce Kay, Serafina Coffrin, Martha Lazar, Henry Leopold, Charlene Lazelle, Adam Linden, Angelo Lavrati, Josh Lubeck, Louis McIntyre, Michael Malley, Zoe Marcus, Beth Margolin, Joyce Mazza, Sharon Mizell, Hannah Molesky, Nancy Morrow, Perry Moss, Lori Moss, Scott Miles, Kate Negrone, Rabbi Robert Nosenchuk, Razel, Bat Leah Miriam, Leah Elisheva Bat Avram Bachana, Tamara Pesakov, Melanie Poole, Diane Rabbit, James Raftery, Arthur Reish, Joanne Reed, Raymond Wright, Helen Rosen, Morgan Ross, St. Amand family, Nina Chuna Bat Simon Freda, Amy Selmanoff, Danny Shepard, Barbara Storm, Mark Wagner, Skylie Weingarten, Sarah Bafega, Elaine Wolf, and all those battling coronavirus at home and in hospitals. 53,117 American troops have been injured. Iraq, Afghanistan, the surrounding areas of base. All those in Israel have been hurt by the violence this past week as well. Those names that remain in our hearts. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Bless you, God, give strength to those. We add an extra prayer as well to our service as we link ourselves with our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel, the state of Israel. Avinu B'Shamayim, God in the heavens, God, give strength to our people. Be with those of our friends, our family, who struggle during this time amidst the violence that has fallen upon our homeland. Bring peace to the area, to the world. Bring peace among brothers and sisters. Bring peace among Israelis and Palestinians. Bring a wholeness to our world so that all can live in peace. We say, Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Huya Aseh Shalom. Aleinu V'Yavol Yisrael through. Amen. May God, who's made peace in the heavens, bring peace to all of our world, especially to the land of Israel. Let us all say, Amen. We'll continue now with our concluding prayers as we rise and turn to page 41 of our prayer book for the adoration. Nothing can fill the emptiness that a death leaves behind. We're still alive within our thoughts and our words. Their memories are only a part of the picture. So long as we recall their presence, then their warmth, their friendship, their heart, mind, and thought are still within our soul. We honor and cherish the ones we love by living our lives to the fullest. And so on this Shabbat, we think of those friends and family who have been taken from us in these most recent days. Shiva, Shloshim, and Shana we mark. Barbara Shear, Sidney Greenberg, Trudy Yarber, Gerald Gold, Eleanor Park, William Rollman, Fanny Zuckerman, the 7,038 Americans in our armed forces who have been killed in Iraq, Afghanistan, and the surrounding areas to date, and the 584,725 Americans who have lost their lives to the coronavirus. Which are their names? We have those whose yard sites we mark, those of whose anniversary of passing we lovingly commemorate. Ruth Block, Manny Kaplan, Murray Eber, Madeline Ferris, Martin Freed, Marvin Haas, Benjamin Kavinsky, Elaine Kavinsky, Bernice Kaplan Lazaro, David Lieberman, Max Miller, Alexander Ornstein, Louis Rich, Anne Marie Roper, Sydney Rose, Samantha Aaron Rosen, Earl Shapiro, Ronald Schenck, Donald Siegel, Nate Tarnow, David Weil, Sidney Zuckerman, along with all the names in our hearts and those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Do we join together in the immortal words of the mourner's Kaddish, thanking God for the gift of life in Luke 46 of our prayers. Yikadal, Yikadash, Merabah, Be'amad, Nivrach, Verite, Vamlich, Malchute, Chayachon, Yomachon, Aye, Defo, Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalah, Ubizman, Kawi, B'imru, Amen. Yeh Rabba, Nivrach, Le'olam, Omei, Amaya, Yiparach, Yishtabach, Yitar, Yitramam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitalev, Yitalal, Shmei, Yisha, Yirifu, Ve'elam, Bimko, Birchata, B'shirata, Tushkachata, V'nechmata, Ve'amiran, Ve'amah, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba, Min Shemaya, Ve'chaim, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mramah, Huyah Aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. For the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, comfort to all bereaved among us here and everywhere. As together we say, Amen.
Shalom.
teachers who've been a part of our children's lives here at Temple Shir Shalom. For some who started in the earliest grades in pre-K and kindergarten, and so we wanted to mention those teachers by name and honor them as well. So Sarah, I believe you start us off.
Starting, Julie Bussell, Melissa Rock, and Sarah Brandon.
Second grade, Jody Eister and Janet Kelly.
Third grade, Marla Schloss and Robin Tarnow.
Fourth grade, Sharon Alpert, Pam Kornfeld, Richard Schiff.
Fourth grade, Hebrew, Stephanie Strunk, Logan Hefner, Evan Rice, Miriam Schloss, and Daron Bergen.
Fifth grade, Pam Kornfeld, Eric Mintz, Miriam Spelber.
Fifth grade Hebrew, and Amy Duville, Yali Devere, Stephanie Strunk, Logan Hepner, and Safi Kidron.
Sixth grade, Lauren Ingalls, Mallory Short.
Sixth grade Hebrew, Lindsay Acker, Stephanie Strunk, Logan Hefner, and Aaron Preston.
Seventh grade, Margaret P. Sarah Allen, Drew Fisher, Alan Goodis, Ben Gould, Logan Hefner, Lauren Ingalls, Allie Kramer, Alex Levis, Dan Nichols, Barry Siegel, and Shayna Williamson. Renee Mitzvah, Yali Devere, Tiffany Green, Ricky Wexler, and Jerry Zack. Eighth grade Madratine, Sarah Allen, Jeff Brockton, Jamie Brown, Ben Gould, Rena Hyken, Melissa Horn, Allie Kramer, Allie Moskowitz. High school, Alia Alza, Yuval Aviram, Jeremy Brown, Allie Kramer, Noah Mendoza, and Tamar Schmidt.
So it took a lot of people to get you guys smart, but somehow it worked out. We say in moments of strength, then we go from strength to greater strength. And so that's what we send ourselves off with tonight, as we honor you with those words. Chazak, Chazak, Chazak. The words are there for you to follow along and to sing with us as well as we get ready for this next journey in your lives. We say be strong, be strengthened.
We have come from near and far to raise our voice in song.
Oh, we join in the refrain, the more we feel strong. Chazak,
decided to sing instead of speak his part tonight. Thank you, Josh Austin. Thank you for singing throughout the entire service. You guys sing about each other. Reunion will be October at Alia and Neil's wedding. You guys are all going to go, right? Oh, right? That's cool, isn't it, Alia? So, if the parents don't know, Alia and Neil got engaged this year, too. So, not only is Alia spending last time with us, but we're really excited for her mazel, Neil, and their lives together. We have a little oneg, you know, how could you not, but we can't do, this is our first time together. There's been no onegs for 15 months, right? So we have individual bagged onegs for you, right? And everyone gets their own bag. By the way, Paulette and Bob Coffrin are like the one non-family who got their names on the list first to make sure they're here. They've missed nothing we've done the entire pandemic. Every online experience, they even followed me to church. When I was speaking at church honoring my friend Pastor Flowers, they were there then too, because that was in person. And I noticed on YouTube that, Paulette, you need people to shout out on YouTube from your phone during services. So you're watching on your phone and you're in person. You're cranking up our numbers on both ends. Keep doing that. Keep refreshing that. More people are at service than you. The Samsons, Pikowskis, you guys should stay in your seats till Sunday for confirmation. You're in the same place. Double mazel to you guys. We're excited for that as well. Listen, there's an awesome group of seniors here. You all parents did a spectacular job in raising these kids. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a part of their lives too, and making a choice to be a part of Temple and sharing them with us. It means a lot to Daniel and to Rabbi and me and Cantor and Alia and to our entire team that we've had this time with them. And so really thank you for that. And know that you should be very proud. They're really special kids, special individuals that we adore and that we're going to miss a lot because you can see the energy they carry and what they do for our entire high school program. So we have good 8th graders coming up. We're going to be 9th graders. We're excited. So Samson, we're counting on you to bring that energy. And it's going to be awesome what we continue. But we're excited to see where you guys go, what you do, and stay in touch with us too, okay? So Mazel Tov, and to us all, to you guys, Mazel Tov as well, and Shabbat Shalom. Whenever you want, enjoy a little Oned.
Seniors, there's a special gift for you. Make sure you see Rebecca and Alia on your way.
You done? Yes.
You just formed, it's a to-go neg. It's not Oneg, to-go neg.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Big Whiters.